What's going on YouTube? This is BXBama718 back at you with another video unboxing, and today I have the Asus ROG Ally, which is considered a handheld console PC. That's right, I got this from Best Buy for $699.99. All right, this is a revolutionary device simply because you're able to take a Windows 11 operating system and a desktop laptop APU and compact it into this small form factor and attach it with actual console controller buttons and form factor. All right, so now let's get into the unboxing. So what you see here on the screen is the front box cover. It just shows the actual device itself, and this is actually true to size for what you're seeing right here. And then on the top, it simply just says ROG Ally. There's a sticker seal. This is all in a shrink wrap plastic, okay? All right, on the bottom, same thing, ROG Ally. There's your sticker seal right there. On the right side is an ROG, Republic of Gamers I logo. On this side is the same thing, okay? On the back is all of the serial information and stuff like that that we're not going to show on camera, but let's go ahead and proceed with the unboxing. Okay, shrink wrap off. Let's go ahead and break these seals. All right, here we go. The unveil. Okay, let's take a look inside the box. So inside the box, it gives you 3 steps right here. Step 1, 2, 3. This is taking out the piece right here underneath that you can actually use as a stand for the device. So it's showing you that that piece is in here. All right, here it is. Okay. Let's put this aside. Okay, here's the actual device itself. Now, I will say, looking at it online, I thought it was going to be a much smaller form factor. This is much bigger than what I expected. That is not a bad thing, simply because you can use this 7-inch screen as a Windows device, right? Aside from the console elements of it. So this actually is pretty decent for a $700 PC slash handheld console. All right. So here on the screen, we have it protected with some kind of plastic. It's telling you to actually charge it through the XG mobile port setup. So there's a USB type C port, and there's the XG mobile connection, which is actually a PCIe express connection. So it's telling you to actually plug it in. So anytime you buy a new laptop, it's always set up so that way the device does not power on during transport. And to get it out of that mode, you have to plug it in, charge it for a few minutes, right? And then you can power the device on, and that takes it out of that mode, okay? All right, so here on this side, we have a power button that you can go ahead and press to power it on, and that power button will be there at the top. We're gonna see that in a second. There's some side buttons here. There's one joystick right here, another joystick up here. There is a D-pad, and there are console buttons right here. Right here, you have 2 speakers flanking the screen. I would love to take a test to see what those speakers sound like. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with this. Okay, these feel like Xbox buttons. The D-pad feels okay. I felt better These joysticks, they feel really comfortable, but they, to me, maybe slightly a little loose, which means they may be extra sensitive, so you may have to change the sensitivity on them or adjust that, but I mean, to each his own. All right. And let's go ahead and take this plastic off. Yeah, I'm really interested to actually see how it does as an actual PC as opposed to a console PC. Okay, the device is made in all plastic for several reasons. Number one, to keep the price down. Remember, this is only a $700 device. And number two, to keep the excess heat from spreading and making the device uncomfortable to hold. Some people said that the edges are sharp. I don't see how. It's very rounded on the sides. Look at this nice little ROG iridescent logo right here. That's pretty neat. I like that. Nice little touch right there. On this side, yep, we got another one on this side as well. All right, there you go. Let's take a look at the top. So we have a power button that has an embedded, let's do it this way. A power button that has an embedded fingerprint reader. We have some activity lights right here, one for battery, one for, looks like hard drive, HDD, SSD. There is a volume rocker. Here's your XG mobile port. What's very interesting is that on the X13 and the Z13, the XG mobile port, it actually has a rubber cover. This one doesn't. Very interesting. There is a micro SD card slot here, and there is a 3.5mm headset jack right here. At the top also, there's two vents for heat to dissipate out of. There are trigger buttons. There's a left trigger button here, and then one here. There's a right trigger button here and one here. All right, on the back, you have two additional trigger buttons. Okay, this is an intake. This is another ROG intake. There's a nice little iridescent strip that's coming down the back, and it says Republic of Gamers. That's a really nice touch. Again, I like the design on this. I really do like the design on this. It says ROG right here on the screen. As you can see already, I smudged up the screen, but that is okay. Anything else noteworthy to point out? You have these little markings here, these etches inside the actual plastic, which gives you some good grip right here, as you can see. Okay, and then on the back, there are some triangle grooves here and some here also, which gives it a nice little grippy feel in the hand. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws that I can see. If you want to get inside, the only thing really that's upgradable is the SSD card in there, and I think it's a 2230. It's a smaller, shorty SSD stick that's in there. This is 512 gigabytes of storage, so I would personally, if this is going to be a gaming device, I would upgrade this to 2 terabytes, which I think is a worthwhile investment if you're definitely going to use this solely as a console PC, right? Because you're going to be loading games on it, or you may just use it for cloud gaming, you know. If you don't want to invest in that, it's up to you. But it also has that micro SD card slot as well, so you don't even have to open it up to do that, right? All right, so as you can see, it is very smudgy, but I'm going to wipe that down when I show you guys the boot up, and we'll conclude the video. All right, and I almost forgot this part, and that is taking a look at what's inside the rest of the box. Just gonna pull this open. Here we go. We have a power adapter. Okay, the US variant. It has a ROG logo right here. I believe it is 65 watts. Yep, 65 watt power adapter, and connects via USB Type-C on the top of the device where the XG mobile port is at. So that is really nice. I mean, I think what I would recommend is the Anker Nano 2 65 watt, because it's much smaller than this piece right here. And you can get like a 10-foot, which I would recommend, a 10-foot 65 watt USB Type-C cable from Anker as well. I actually do have that already, and that'll actually lessen the weight and make this part right here more compact, and then give you a longer reach than what this cable can do. I think this cable probably looks like it's about 6 feet, which is not bad, but 10 feet is even better. All right, so I have the device here on the stand, as you can see, and we're gonna go ahead and power it on. Wait, before we do that, let's see, do we have more stuff in the box? Silly me, huh? Uh-oh, looks like we got some documentation. This is the best part of the unboxing. All right, so let's see what we got here. Congratulations on your Asus product purchase. Cool. This right here is a first edition February 2023 user guide. Right, there's your date up top. This is a warranty card in search of incredible. And this is a safety precautions for your device's battery guide. All right. Okay, and that is about it in regards to that. And I believe that's everything in the box. Yes, it is. All right. Let me make sure I didn't forget that. That's the most exciting part of the unboxing, right? All right, let's go ahead and put this stuff back. All right, and let's get prepared for the boot up. All right, we have the Asus ROG Ally all plugged up. At the top, there is a indicator light that it is charging. So you can see it right here. All right, it's an amber color. It's letting you know that the device is charging. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and power it on now that it's plugged in and see what happens. Nice little RGB around the joysticks. And there's another activity light here at the top that's in white, right next to the battery indicator light. And the actual stand is slanted, so it's not straight back, it's slanted this way, which is very interesting. Wow, the screen, I don't see any backlight bleed on the screen. Let me confirm. Wow, there's like little to no backlight bleed on the screen. Okay, still booting up. Just a moment. And voila, there we go. Let's go ahead and shut Cortana off because she always messes up my videos. There we go. And it's a touchscreen. Again, it looks like a portable tablet with Windows 11 on it, which I think is very fascinating. What I really like this for, again, I will be playing some games on it, obviously, right? But that's not going to be what I'm going to do the majority of the time on it. Probably 50% of the time I play games, I'm going to actually use it as a portable PC because its form factor is so sleek and so compact. I'm going to use this as a secondary PC that I can take around with me for productivity purposes as well. I'm going to get an entire setup, so I'm going to get a keyboard, a mouse with it, some earbuds for it, and probably going to get the white Asus ROG 15.6-inch monitor that has an actual stand, so that way I can convert this into an actual full-fledged desktop PC on the go. So for me, at $700, having a baked-in console controller to play games is a plus. This large 7-inch screen that has little to no backlight bleed is fantastic. There's no dead or stuck pixels from what I can see. I mean, this seems like a real hit. You know, I mean, some people give it some flack because it's a Windows device, but I'm like, yo, if you're gonna go with Asus, you know there's gonna be a degree of customization involved and setup involved, but once you get it the way you like it, you're gonna enjoy it, right? So you guys stay tuned for the review video that I have coming up. I'm gonna run some benchmarks on here. I'm gonna test cooling on here, test the sound and everything like that. Play some games. Show you guys what that looks like, what the console experience is, what it is actually to use it as a productivity PC, connecting a keyboard and mouse to it, etc. And see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and share the video. All right. Appreciate all your support. See you in the next video. Peace.